is, I said. If she is in Germany, I cannot help you. No, she said, and this time there was tension in her voice. She was leaving Germany. Herr Wolf, let me explain to you. My family is very wealthy. After the fall, our assets were seized. But my father still had friends, some even amongst the party, and he was able to transfer much of our capital to London. I myself and my mother were both allowed to leave the country legally, and my uncles continue the family's continental operations in Paris. Only my sister remained behind. She is young, younger than me. At first she was beguiled by their ideology. She had joined the Free Socialist Youth before the fall. My father was furious, but I knew it would not last. She looked up at me with a half smile. It never does with Judith, you see. All I could see was the money she was holding between those long, slim fingers. She moved the roll of notes back and forth, idly. I had been penniless before, and poverty had made me stronger, not weak. But that was in my former life. My life was different now, and it was harder to be hungry. I said, "So you arranged for her to leave?" "My father," she said quickly. "He knew men who could smuggle people out." "Not easily," I said. "Not easily, no. Not cheaply either." Again that half smile, but it flickered and was gone in a flash. "How long ago was that?" "A month. She was meant to be here 3 weeks ago. She never appeared." "Do you know who these men were? Do you trust them?" "My father did, as much as he could be said to trust anyone." Something jogged my recall then. "Your father is Julius Rubinstein, the banker?" "Yes." I remembered his likeness in the Daily Mail, one of the Jewish gangsters who grew rich and fat on the blood of the working man in Germany before the fall. His like always survived. Like rats abandoning a sinking ship, they fled Germany and re-established themselves elsewhere, in clumps of diseased colonies. They said he was as ruthless as a Rothschild. "Not a man to cross," I said. "No." "Your sister, Judith, she could have been captured by the communists." She shook her head. "We would have heard." "You think she was brought to London?" "I don't know. I need to find her. I must find her, Herr Wolf." She put the roll of notes on my desk. I left it there, though whenever I looked at her, the notes were in my field of vision. The Jews are nothing but money grabbers, living on the profits of war. Perhaps she could see it in my eyes. Perhaps she was desperate. "Why me?" "The men who smuggled her here," she said, "are old comrades of yours." There was nothing behind her eyes, nothing but grey clouds, and I realized I had misjudged Fräulein Isabella Rubinstein. There was a reason she had picked me, after all. "I do not associate with the old comrades anymore," I told her. "The past is the past." "You've changed." She said that with curiosity. "You do not know me," I said. "Do not ever presume to think that you do." She shrugged, indifferent. She reached into her purse and brought out a silver cigarette case and a gold lighter. She opened the case with dexterous fingers and extracted a cigarette and put it between her lips. She offered me the open case. I shook my head. "I do not smoke," I said. "Do you mind if I do?" I did.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.